And we're live. I'm Ron Reed, Technical Marketing Director here at MAINGEAR, and I have a special guest this week.
I'm Sean Cadet. I'm Head of Product Development.
I guess
I've been around.
You're kind of a special guest. This is On the Bench, where we at MAINGEAR here kind of talk about the latest in tech and what we find interesting in the PC space.
Yes.
Said special guest because usually it's Wallace here
Right.
for our live stream. He is still traveling, so we're stuck with King Sean today, unfortunately.
And for newcomers to our live stream, welcome.
Yeah, welcome everybody. I'm sure some of you guys are here because of the announcement on the title. So I'm gonna
get onto it.
Well, here's the thing. So I can tease you guys for a little bit, not share the details.
Right.
Just drag it on so you have to stick along. But I think I'm gonna be a little nice. So first of all, thank you to NVIDIA for powering this live stream.
Yep.
So yeah, we are currently partnered with Intel on something called Gamer Days. So basically we have like a big promotion for the next 2 weeks. You can save up to $1,000 on on MAINGEAR PCs. So if you're looking to purchase one now, especially with the new NVIDIA 2080 Ti that's up for pre-order on our website, and the 2080, right now is like the perfect time. We have a ton of really good deals. But as part of this, as part of Gamer Days, we're also giving away a $5,000 PC.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
It's awesome. Yeah. So we're giving away our flagship, so our F131. Okay. Our custom designed, gorgeous, just gaming monster. Yeah. We configured it to be like a really good streaming / gaming PC, and I'll share why the streaming part is important. So the F131 we're giving away has an Intel i7 8700K, NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1080 Ti, Intel solid state drive, a MAINGEAR 240 cooler, 32 gigs of HyperX memory, and an MSI Z370 motherboard.
Nice hardware.
Oh, it's an awesome PC. But we have a little like tiny bit extra with this giveaway.
Which is?
So whoever wins is actually going to have the opportunity to stream with us and play something with Wallace, who's not here today. Which it would have been better if it was Wallace sitting next to me for this part. But I don't know the specifics of the game, but the idea is we'll do like a live stream of the build of the PC. Okay. And then once the winner gets it, they'll be able to hop on one of MAINGEAR Plays with us. Maybe we'll do Forza Horizon. The new Forza that's coming out. Wallace is quite like a fan of racing games, so I think that might be pretty fun. But the idea is they'll get the PC, and then they'll get to actually try it out on live stream with us.
Together with us, that'll be.
This could
amazing.
be wildly disastrous, but I think this is fun instead of just giving a PC away. Yeah. So how do you win the PC?
Good question.
I'm not going to tell. No. So go to maingear.com/gamerdays. We'll post this in chat. There's a banner right at top to enter the giveaway. There's a bunch of different ways to enter. So you have a chance to, you have a bunch of different chances to win. Yeah. The giveaway's open for 2 weeks. This is just really cool. We've never done like more of an experience kind of thing.
Right. It's like an interactive
giveaway.
Yeah,
exactly. There's also a banner right on our homepage at maingear.com that says Gamer Days as soon as you go to the website. That will definitely work. Brent posted the long form of the URL in chat. So maybe we'll let the winner pick the game too. I'm open to different. Yeah. I see some suggestions, F1 or other game. Yeah, I think we can. I think we can definitely do something kind of unique with this, but this is really super fun.
Or maybe Battlefield.
Yeah, well, we have some stuff to talk about this week.
Exactly.
With that. But yeah, so maingear.com/gamerdays, or click the link that we posted in chat. And like I mentioned, we have a ton of promotions. If you are in the market to buy a PC, now is like a super, super good time to do it, because we have just so many good sales. You get a free upgrade to an 8700K, free liquid cooling, closed loop liquid cooling. Yeah. Our Vibe starts at $9.99. It's $200 or $300 off. But yeah, so that's the promotion. I'll bring it up again in chat because I'm sure we'll be asked about 4 million times. Yeah. Juke W says, I won't bother. I'm pretty sure I'm not eligible. We do have this open to everyone in the world. We didn't restrict this to the U.S.
So everyone make sure you enter and,
exactly.
Try your luck. You never know.
Cool. So there is something else I wanted to talk about with MAINGEAR this week. Yeah. And sorry, I'm dominating the conversation.
Oh, it's
Sean.
fine.
So we actually launched a cool new program called Edge. So as part of the Gamer Days, we have an interesting promotion. So we've offered financing for quite a while. Mm-hmm. So basically, like traditional. I'm sorry, I'm just checking chat. MAINGEAR computers, the link doesn't work by Facebook app. We did post a direct link. It may just be the Facebook.
Yeah. So it's not. Ron, can you confirm again what the link?
It's maingear.com/gamerdays is the redirect.
Yeah.
That's the long one, Brent. Gamer Days.
Yeah, so just type in maingear.com/gamerdays.
Yeah, maingear.com/gamerdays definitely works. That's how you enter. Click the little banner up top. Okay, so what is MAINGEAR Edge? So Edge is a unique program. We've offered like normal kind of financing, which works kind of like you'd finance anything, right? Mm-hmm. So you have monthly payments, and then when you're done, you fully own the PC, right?
Yes.
Edge is a little bit different. So we wanted to offer a way for our customers to kind of stay on the bleeding edge of the latest gaming technology. Right. So the idea behind Edge is you basically pay a monthly fee, and then every 2 years, you basically get to send the PC back in, and you get a new PC of like the similar class, right? So you get if you pick out like a $2,500 PC, you'll get a $2,500 PC with the current specs at the time. Right. So the idea is, how do you like lower the upfront cost of PC ownership? How do you kind of allow people to upgrade frequently? 2 years is like a good.
That's a good time to refresh.
Yeah, 2 years is usually when you get. It's enough time that there's going to be huge performance differences. I mean, generations are always big jumps. Yeah. Every year we're seeing Intel and AMD release new CPUs that keep driving things forward. Right. But we picked 2 years. You can go up to 3 years if you want to keep the payments lower. It includes a free accidental warranty in the monthly cost. So we have laptops and desktops. So if you get too excited playing Battlefield 5 and kick your PC over, it would be covered under warranty. And we're running a promo currently where you get a free copy of PUBG and Final Fantasy 7, as well as a software suite for it.
Wait, so which Final Fantasy?
Final 7, Final Fantasy 15. It's just like trapped. I know. It's like trapped in my head. Yeah. I never advanced past Final Fantasy
7. I mean, I don't blame you.
So yeah, it's really excited. If you go to MAINGEAR, I gotta pull the URL up because it's a little long. MAINGEAR.com/solutions/edge.php. We'll post the link. I think MAINGEAR.com/edge works. Let me double check.
Yep.
And it does. It does. Go to MAINGEAR.com/edge and you can learn more about the program. If you have questions, just give us a call. It's another option. Right now we have some set configs that we have, and it includes pre-ordering the 2080 and 2080 Ti in the configurations. So I think it's like a really cool new way, a new approach to getting a gaming PC. Yeah. It's kind of like you've seen like this in like the cell phone space for a while, where I think Apple has a plan where you upgrade every year. Right. So the idea is like kind of in that vein. You want to stay up to date. You don't want to have to think about it. Edge is the program for you.
It's like leasing a car too.
Yeah, it keeps you current. And I don't know. I just think it's really awesome. I'm excited to offer something different. We still have our normal financing, so that hasn't gone away. But go to MAINGEAR.com/edge if you're interested. And then if you missed the beginning of the stream, if you're looking to win that MAINGEAR F131, go to maingear.com/gamerdays, and that's where we have the giveaway information. There's a bunch of different ways to enter. And thank you all again for joining us on the stream. I am checking chat. That's why I'm looking down to see if there are any questions. So feel free. I'll try to ask questions in between. You two, Sean.
Well, no. So Jay Chen, our favorite Jay Chen.
Oh, Jay Chen.
Hashtag let Sean talk. My turn will come.
Where
Jay.
is that posted on?
It's on Twitch.
Okay, my
Jay loves to jump platforms. Sometimes it's on Twitch.
And welcome everyone again on Mixer.
Yes.
My multi-chat thing might not be working totally well, so if you could watch chat.
I'll try to look.
Yeah,
it's pretty active.
Okay, so Sean, what do you want to talk about today?
Well, no.
Just put you on the spot.
No. Well, we have our
I'm sorry.
Nope, no worries. We have our MAINGEAR plays on Wednesday.
Yes. We skipped it this week because things were a little crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty hectic.
This week is your week. Well, I mean your week because it's a game
I was excited for. Yeah. Well, I'm still excited for. Yeah.
So what are we playing this week?
So next week.
Next week.
Next week we're gonna play 2 Point Hospital. And for those who are not aware what 2 Point Hospital is, it's an RTS game. It's not an RTS. It's a sim game.
Sim is probably the right word.
Yeah, it's a sim game based on an old classic game called Theme Hospital. So this is the successor of it. It's a quirky, funny sim game where you build and run a hospital.
It's really wacky.
It's really wacky. It's really stupid.
It has a lot of like charming appeal to the way the writing is. And
exactly. The narrations and everything. The way you heal people. It's just really weird. But it's refreshing because a lot of games nowadays are just too serious to, how should I say it?
It's not like a sim game where it's like crazy realistic and everything is like on point.
On point, right.
It's fun.
This is just relaxing. It's slapstick. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't even really say it's not
relaxing. Like City Skylines where it's like you're a city planner.
Yeah, but it can get really hectic because once I'm at a point right now, so I've been playing a little early just to get the hang of the game.
Yeah.
I'm at a point where I'm running 2 hospitals and one of the hospital has 3 wings with multiple different
getting
things.
Bigger and you're having more problems to deal with.
Exactly.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That would be fun. I'd like to. I think that's a fine way.
It's a good way to have a good laugh.
Jay Chen switched to Facebook.
There you go, Jay Chen.
That sounds great. I'm looking forward to that stream next week. We're also, I believe, doing a stream with Sarah Dici.
Yes, we are.
She's an awesome YouTuber out of New York City, and we're doing an epic build for her. I'm excited for that. You'll be building partially building the PC on live stream.
Exactly.
Yeah. There's one other thing I wanted to talk about that's not on our schedule.
Okay.
Casey Neistat posted a new vlog today.
Oh yes.
And check it out. It's got like a
lot
of MAINGEAR.
Yes.
He showing off his kind of gaming initiative at 368.
Yep.
368. I think the way he described it is it's an
what's the word
creators accelerator incubator.
That's the word. Yep.
And we're powering the gaming portion of that.
Yes.
If you watch his video, you're going to see a lot of F131s, which is what we're giving away.
Yeah, his personal one too.
And
his personal. Well, not giving away the personal one, but
no, but his Casey Neistat edition.
It's right there.
F131. So yeah, it's just all MAINGEARs as far as the eye can see. Super cool. I recommend going out and checking out that video. It's fun.
Yeah.
His vlogs in general are a lot of fun. He's a cool guy to work with. I'm excited for what more we're gonna be doing with him. So
look at all those gorgeous.
Definitely check it out. Okay, so on to the news.
Okay, so where are we starting, Ron?
Okay, so since our last live stream, we've actually listed up the Threadripper 2950X on our website. Sean, where does that sit in Threadripper's like stack of CPUs?
highest, I would say.
Well, there's the 2990 WX.
Yeah, 2990. It depends on what you're doing.
Right.
You know, if you're a creative professional, you will want to use the 2990X.
So the 2990 WX is the 32 core 32 core Threadripper CPU workstation, not for gaming. That's what we unboxed on our
a few weeks ago.
Was it
a few weeks?
A couple amazing packaging.
Yep.
Super amazing packaging.
Always great. The Threadripper packaging is always beautiful.
Absolutely. Yeah. So the 2950X is the 16 core part, and this is where the kind of the gaming in the Threadripper lies.
Right.
It's got a lower price. It starts at $899. Awesome. Threadripper was a great deal already.
Yeah.
It's got a 400 megahertz higher clock speed. What that means to you as a gamer is that the single threaded performance is going to be higher, which means it performs better in games. So it's a great gaming / productivity chip.
Yeah.
And also supports higher frequency memory, 2993.
So, right. It's an odd number now.
Who would you recommend Threadripper to, Sean? Like pure gamer, content creator, somewhere in between? Like what are your feelings?
Anyone could really use the Threadripper.
More cores.
Right, more cores, more power to you. But ideally, the 2950X is if you like to multitask more than just
Megatasking.
There you go. So you're gaming and you're streaming and you're editing videos
at the same time.
All at the same time. Maybe you have 3 monitors and you're doing different things at the same time. That would be great because you're not bottlenecked at any point.
Absolutely. Well, and it also has 64 PCIe lanes too, across the whole Threadripper stack.
Yep. Huge
amount of lanes. All the lanes, everything that you could ever need.
You can have multi GPUs for one for rendering, one for again gaming. One could be, you could put in different types of expansion cards.
Yep.
That might need more.
Tons of NVMe drives, which all require PCIe lanes. I think it's a good value. It's an exciting part. The 2990 WX was like whoa, 32 cores. That's crazy. But for us gamers, like this is the CPU that's really designed for you on Threadripper side.
Right.
I think it's very competitive. It's based on the Ryzen 2 architecture, which provided basically overall increased performance. It's a good generational leap. Yeah. Better overclocking, and better single-threaded performance, which is the most for like well-rounded gaming as well. Right. That is available on our website now. I see Benjamin Turner says art and engineering with designs. Yes. Yeah. Definitely. Like that multiple kind of use cases where Threadripper shines really, really well. And it comes in a cool box.
Yeah, and you have another thing that you can have on your shelf.
Yeah, just buy it just so you could have the box on like your shelf, basically.
Sure, why not?
It is really, I mean, it seems, we did a whole talk about it. If you check our YouTube channel, it is really impressive.
Well, especially if you have the original Threadripper box and then now you have the new Threadripper box, which is different.
Oh yeah, Amir on Facebook said on top of that, you don't have to change the motherboard thanks to the same slot support.
Exactly.
That is definitely like a...
Now make sure you always update your BIOS before doing any
don't
hardware changes.
Don't take the CPU out.
Yeah, don't.
So Jodas said for creators, and then BIW by Willick said creator of what? Content creators, so like video production, 3D rendering, architecture stuff.
Right.
Anything
audio sampling, anything.
Yep.
Anything that requires a decent amount of CPU usage.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's definitely.
And people might say that most apps are not optimized for multi core workload, but it doesn't mean that you have to just run one app or one software. You can run 4 different software at the same time, so you're not slowing down while you're waiting for something to work.
That is a huge point. Like we forget how many Chrome tabs do you have open at the same time? How many You know, you got Photoshop and Premiere and After Effects open simultaneously.
Exactly.
You have another color grading. Like it makes all of that so much easier.
Yeah.
That's like a super good point, Sean. So that's available on our website now. Like I said, the next piece of news, which I think is kind of cool, just because of this is a little frustrating when VR first came out.
Yeah.
You had kind of siloed.
Take sides.
Yeah, you had it was like HTC versus Oculus. Some games were exclusive on one. It was a little frustrating. Yeah. But we're seeing HTC with Viveport, their subscription service and like their store, is opening up
Oculus Rift games.
The ability to play on a Oculus Rift.
Okay.
So you'll be able to, if you own a Rift headset, play HTC exclusive games.
Which is great.
Yeah.
I wonder how do game programmers need to optimize that, because I'm assuming tracking is a little
so my assumption would be, and I could be incorrect, I remember in the beginning the way that it worked is there were games that came out and you bought it with Steam and it supported both headsets.
Yes, I've seen those.
And if you bought it via Vive or through Vive has like a subscription service where you pay a monthly fee and you get access to a bunch of games.
Okay.
You couldn't play with Oculus Rift.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah. And I'm sure it's a move on HTC to be able to grow their software business outside of just the selling the hardware. You know, kind of like what Microsoft has done with opening up their old console exclusives to PC. Like it's just like, no, we're gamers. Like we just want access to all the gamers that we can.
Right.
I think it's like it's cool. I don't know if there were anything exclusive to it. Like if there were things that were exclusive to HTC Store, I'm sure there were.
I'm sure.
Open is always better for gamers, right? Yeah. But they also did put their Vive wireless adapter today.
Oh.
Available for sale. The Vive version is $299. The Vive Pro version is $369. I know that's been the one thing that's always really frustrated you, Sean.
Yeah. Layout of how you set up your VR experience matters a lot. A lot of people set it up so that your console, not your console, well, your center console, as in your house, the computer is in front of you. So you're kind of walking backwards
I know
away from the cable is tethered in the wrong way.
Yeah.
You know, whereas it's supposed to be behind you. I always wonder though how, if you just go wireless. I guess you have the wall, the artificial wall.
You still have the wall,
the virtual wall.
It definitely like the cable is kind of the thing that's taken me out the most when playing VR. My room space is big enough that I don't hit the wall too often. Okay. Unless I'm like doing something weird and then like you almost punch a window.
Have you tried? Have you tried doing it in a basement?
No.
So I set it up in my basement, and the ceiling is decently high, but I'm a 6'1" person, and I'm
punching the ceiling.
I punched the ceiling. I've jumped and hit the ceiling with my head and nearly broke my Vive. That is fantastic. Make sure you have clearance above you as well.
So I think I've heard good things. I haven't tried it. I've heard good things about the wireless use, so that it like works really well with low latency. Right. I definitely want to try one out. It might make me use it a little more frequently, just because the ease of access of not having the cable.
Of course.
For my setup would be really good. Just a funny note. My wife is watching the stream, and she said my daughter is mad impressed with our setup. She really likes the microphones.
See? It's daughter approved.
So what do you guys? How many of you guys in chat have VR setups now? And if you do, which headset and what games are you playing? Yeah. I'd be interesting to see. I'm still a Vive. I like the Oculus better as a product. I like using my Vive more.
Correct. Yeah. Same here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the
overall experience. Yeah.
I totally agree. Okay, cool. On to the next bit of news. Yes. Just a small update. Google Chrome. We're in the tech section, and then we'll do gaming. Google Chrome new 10th anniversary edition has some new features. they've rounded out the UI, better password management. I usually recommend always running a third-party browser. Although, to be honest, Edge is pretty great in Windows 10.
Yeah.
I don't really dislike it like I did with Internet Explorer. I use it a bunch at work for like different browser windows.
What, Edge?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. No, Edge is definitely more refined.
It might be like an illegal thing for me to say in public, but it's actually pretty great. Chrome is my browser of choice.
Of course, yeah. And at some point, Firefox wanted to make a comeback, and they did Firefox. A really good push. But I have an Android phone, and a lot of things are tied into the Google ecosystem.
Just logging into Chrome and all that
instantly
stuff.
Everything is just there. Your history, your all your apps, all your bookmarks. It's just instant. It's on your phone. It's on your tablet. Everywhere.
It's very well organized. Especially when I get a new computer, I basically log into Chrome and it's like my PC again.
Yep, exactly. It's like, oh yeah, nothing changed.
Chrome, and I use LastPass for password management, and I'm kind of set. I do see Perfect in Twitch chat does play The Forest, the VR game, and Play a TV is watching us on his Shift Pro, or I'm saying their Shift Pro. No assumption of gender. Nice. So I appreciate you doing that, and a lot of positive talk about Edge too.
Yeah,
that's super.
And it might be it might be a little bit biased because Edge might be continuously making progress, but people are not looking at it because.
Yeah. I always every update I give it a shot again. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of cool little features with like the contextual searching and stuff that they've done.
And they're very fast. Yeah. It's actually really quick.
And there's not the security issues that you used to always see as well. So
right.
Another quick mention, only because they're almost they are a gaming company at this point. Mm-hmm. Just some news out of Amazon, who owns Twitch.
Yes.
Their stock reached $1 trillion. They're chasing Apple for being the biggest.
It wasn't that long ago.
No, it wasn't that long ago.
Right. And
they're doing a lot of cool stuff in gaming. They've somehow managed to not completely screw up Twitch since they purchased it.
That's true.
Which is impressive.
Yeah, a lot of people were afraid. I mean, I was a little worried that things might just be different.
Of course. But they've done a good job. And I know they've like purchased game studios and things like that. I'm excited to see where they kind of go with their gaming initiatives as they grow. Yeah. I do know that I exclusively probably purchase almost everything that I own on Amazon.
I mean, it's hard not to. It's the convenience.
It's like way too simple.
Yeah.
And there was one other piece of tech news that I selfishly wanted to talk about, which is and this is totally outside of what we would normally talk about, but
I mean, we do use it.
We do a lot of videography here and stuff like that.
I mean, the setup we have here too.
Yeah, Canon has finally gone mirrorless with their ESO-R camera. The internet is a little mad about it because it doesn't have dual cameras. I think it's dual slots.
SD, yeah.
I'm excited to see this. I've always been a Canon shooter. And the lenses they released are just phenomenal, ridiculous. Yeah. I know you're a Fuji guy yourself.
I am, and I'm excited for their new lineups coming out.
Well, the X-T3 got announced as well.
Yeah. So I'm never really using the crazy ones because the X-T3 or the XT single-digit numbers are normally for professionals more. I'm the double-digit. Like I have an XT20, which is an awesome.
As an aside, there's a fun little chat in Facebook about what everybody's favorite first video card was.
Whoa.
Mine was an NVIDIA 8400 GS, like low end. I bought it to play World of Warcraft in my AMD Athlon X2 PC. What was your first graphics card?
If I'm not I might be wrong. It's a GeForce 2 MX400.
So that's earlier than way earlier.
Way earlier. Yeah.
Voodoo 2 was their first.
I mean, I had a computer that does not have a dedicated GPU, and it was a VIA.
Oh, really?
CPU. This is ages ago. A little funny story was that at some point I knew the existence of Intel and AMD CPUs, but I did not know that they were the best options available.
Well, it was really early on.
Really early on, but they're still ways ahead of like VIA or stuff like that. So I went to a computer store, and then they made me buy, just buy a VIA processor, a computer with a VIA. I'm
that's
like, okay.
too funny. That actually brings up kind of a good point just about MAINGEAR. Like, it's really important when you're shopping for a PC that you talk to the right people.
Yeah.
We really pride ourselves in like not misleading people. If you give us your budget and you say you want to do X, like we'll configure the machine perfectly for you. If you configure it too high and you're like, I'm only going to game at 1080p and play CSGO, we'll be honest with you.
And tell you which hardware
you don't need two 2080 Ti's and a 7980XE and or 120 gigs of RAM
or
to
2
play
terabytes
CSGO.
of 970 Pro. Like, depends what you want to do, and we'll tell you appropriately.
Yeah, so that's a cool point. Like, it's really important that you get the right advice when you buy a PC.
Yeah.
Because sales guys could be pushy. I'm sure that they like got a kickback for selling that computer.
Of course. And on that note too, I suggest that users be really careful what you read online.
Yeah. 100%.
Because a lot of people will say like, hey, you don't need that, or you use this one, only to realize that sure, it may run it, but your performance,
of course,
you could have gotten a little bit better just by, paying a bit more.
We're fortunate in that we get to play with all the toys.
Yes, definitely.
So we get to try it, right? Like we actually get to try combinations and
of
like
different hardware.
Game on the lower end GPUs and the higher end GPUs and CPUs and see what the difference is. So it's, it's not conjecture. Like we're going off of our own experience.
Yes.
Which I think is really, really, really cool. Chat seems to agree. Not trusting everything you read online.
Yeah.
So esports news of the week. Overwatch League has added 6 new teams. Chengdu, Hangzhou, I probably pronounced those incorrectly. I do apologize. Paris, Toronto, Vancouver, and Washington, D.C. Everyone who's watching right now, curious, are you guys Overwatch League fans? Who is your team of choice? You got to go.
I did
to the finals,
the
right?
Grand finals in Barclays.
Yeah. We talked about it with Wallace on stream, but that was your first like huge esport event.
Well, not really. So for Overwatch, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I did go to League of Legends.
How did you compare the two?
It's quite interesting. I mean, both fans were both just as enthusiastic and rowdy and fun. Overwatch is almost constantly exciting because it
makes sense.
It's a fast-paced game.
Well, there's not the early game kind of boring portion.
Right, the back and forth. Yeah. But I mean, it was interesting to watch League of Legends in Madison Square Garden, which is just like huge.
I mean, it's ridiculously big.
Right, and it was
Barclays is a little bit smaller. It's like an NBA arena.
Right.
That's cool. I haven't had the opportunity to go. I've gone to like smaller events. I've been to the esports arena out in California.
Okay.
But I haven't gotten to go to a big one. Just timing wise, it didn't work out.
Right.
But the presentation was just really actually, amazing.
That was really good. The whole setup, the excitement.
That just looks so cool, man. Yeah. Like they did a good job with that part of the production.
Yeah, and it's hard to see from here. I don't know if they'll show a wide shot of the whole arena, but you have wristbands that sync with whatever is going on. So you can see it flashing every now and then. But if a team makes a team kill or whatever, it just flashes. If it takes a point, it just it vibrates around the whole map.
Oh,
the whole seating.
That is so cool. Yeah. That is super cool.
It's just little subtle things like that. And then when they capture a point, the lights on the top just like flashes. Like
that's awesome.
Point captured. Yeah.
And it's kind of fun. Like the flexibility a game brings you in like integrating the gameplay into an experience for the person.
Yeah.
Like I've watched, even though I don't play Dota, I've watched some of the international just because like the the UI they give you for like player stats and real time information is like amazing because it's all automatic.
It is, and it's funny because it's almost like a pro sport. It is a pro sport.
No, it is a pro sport.
Yeah, so you have like the NFL, the baseball, you have all those different stats.
Yep. I'm big into hockey, and like we have a fantasy hockey league, and we're like digging into like esoteric stats like Corsi, and like they're not like normal public stats, but you use them to judge a player's worth basically. And there's so much data with esports. I think it's really cool.
Right.
So on to gaming news of the week. We've talked about the upcoming Battle Royale in Call of Duty a couple times.
Yes.
Speculating on what we think it could be.
Yeah.
We don't know what it's going to look like.
Did we get much out of this? So they launched a trailer.
Right.
I mean, there's the usual.
It's left me with a lot of questions.
Right. So when you have a look at the things now, I'm always a Battlefield. It's funny. I was a Call of Duty guy for a long time.
Well, early on, it was so revolutionary.
Exactly. But then I switched to Battlefield because not only is the gameplay better, the graphics are better. I'm a graphics kind of guy.
Of course. Yeah. And DICE continually pushes the boundaries. Just like the new Battlefield 5 is going to support ray tracing on the RTX cards.
Yep.
They do a great job of doing that.
Yeah. So if you're looking at this, it looks like...
It does look like Battlefield.
What?
It kind of looks like they're playing Battlefield.
It does, but look how outdated the graphics are.
It's
like an old game.
No ray tracing. No ray tracing. No ray tracing, no care.
Flat, shadows, flat surfaces. It's like a DirectX 11. Or 9.
But I will say this does look like an interesting pivot for Call of Duty and makes me interested in playing it.
Yeah. So here's one of our biggest questions, as you can see.
Yeah, chat said some of the textures are nice.
Right there.
There's a zombie. What does that mean?
Exactly. So is it just in that asylum? Because it doesn't appear anywhere else.
Wasn't there? There was like a PUBG. It wasn't a mod, but it was like a test thing.
Right.
Of a zombie mode. I don't know if that's fully integrated into the game or not.
Yeah.
But where like a crew plays and then everybody else plays as a zombie.
Which is very fun and very.
Yeah, zombie mode is still private server stuff in PUBG. Thank you, Lagby.
Yeah.
It does definitely, like, it looks like Call of Duty, which is what I was hoping out of their Battle Royale. And there are, like, it looks like you can get a helicopter and, like, Battlefield style kind of do it.
Right.
So that's different than what PUBG and Fortnite are doing.
Right, definitely.
Like, there's no aerial vehicles or stuff like that.
You have ATVs, you have all the different things, which makes it a lot more dynamic.
Rocket launchers.
Yeah.
I do think that's cool. However, I think I'm going down our list.
We're gonna just
further.
Skip? Yeah.
But so the Battlefield 5 beta is currently open.
Yes. And Battlefield 5 also has a Battle Royale mode, but they did not call it Battle Royale, which I'm kind of appreciative of that. It's cooler. It's called Firestorm. So I will let Brent try to find it. It's a long video, so they released a trailer, a 6-minute video explaining all the different new things in Battlefield 5. Part of it is the Firestorm explanation. So it's called Firestorm because they are in this really huge map, and according to, is it EA or is it DICE? I would say it's DICE, right?
DICE.
Yeah. So according to DICE.
One quick answer. Andrew Helton asked what engine Call of Duty uses. I think they have their own in-house engine. It's the Infinity Ward engine.
Yeah, which
is called IW engine.
I don't know how old that is, to be honest.
I'm sure they updated it, but...
yeah. I'm sorry, I'm hitting on Call of Duty.
No worries. I just I wanted to make sure to answer. That was a good question.
Right.
DICE uses Frostbite.
Yes, which is amazing.
Okay, so back to
what we were talking about. To Firestorm. So it's called Firestorm because they're on a map that, according to DICE, is their largest Battlefield map ever.
Oh, that's interesting.
Right. They didn't explain how or why, but it's just really big.
It's probably because it's bigger.
Just bigger, right? And they didn't really show details of the map, but the way your map shrinks is you're surrounded by a circle of fire.
That's kind of cool.
That's just burning. So I think imagine that you're in this huge forest.
Is it? Oh, I hope it's this way. Is it actually like environment?
Right.
Oh no, it's like literally like a forest fire.
Yeah, it's a forest fire, or it's like a napalm fire that surrounds you and it closes into you.
That looks terrifying.
Yeah. So here's the cool thing: you have tanks, you have destructible buildings, you have weapons,
all the battlefield stuff. Cool stuff.
Right. So you're a squad of 4 with 16 teams.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like the idea that it's more squad oriented. However, it does kind of bum me out because part of what I like with PUBG is I can like have one buddy go in and I don't have to deal with random teammates.
Well, maybe they'll change that. Maybe you can have 2 and then just 36. I don't know what's the limitations.
Yeah, maybe that's just a max. It doesn't force you into it, but that would be kind of cool if you could still split it up.
Exactly. So I guess while we're in the Battlefield 5 topic, you still have the multiplayer modes. There are now 8 modes. You have the
too many modes.
Too many modes?
Yeah, I'll tell you why in a second.
Okay, so you have the standard modes, which are the front lines, conquest, domination, team deathmatch. Now you have the grand operations, which we showed in alpha.
Yeah.
Or where it spans multiple days in game,
like
multiple
story
days. Right,
kind of based.
Really long. You have airborne, which is classic. How should I say it? It's there was a Battlefield.
Is it just air
is
vehicles?
Oh, sorry, no, it's Medal of Honor airborne.
Oh, okay.
So you jump into.
Oh, that's fun.
You parachute into an area.
Okay, that's cool.
Breakthrough, which I believe you have to push on different points to get, and then you have final stand, which I'm not exactly sure what it is.
Here's my issue.
All right.
So the way that most of these games work is everybody clicks the first button, and like all the other game modes get like suffered.
Yeah.
And it fragments the player base unless they're part of a rotation in the main hopper.
Yeah. I don't necessarily disagree with that because
I'll talk. There's always one.
Sorry, I'm just drinking.
There's always like one. There's always like the mode you want to play that nobody else plays and you can't get into a game for, and you're frustrated.
Yes. Titanfall had this issue.
100%.
One of my favorite one was Last Titan Standing, and fortunately for me, Last Titan Standing still had enough players to play. But it might take you 5 minutes just to join the game.
Of course. And then you're just not going to do it. Ty Smile asked, aren't they using the same engine from the old ones, though? Frostbite gets updated continuously. And
they keep pushing different things into it.
Every game looks better than the last.
Yeah. So this is why I said it's a long video. It's a 6-minute video. You should watch it.
We'll link it in chat.
Right. And then it explains every new things that they do. Gun mechanics, running mechanics. You can literally crawl backwards while shooting on your back now.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you can. When you catapult out of a window, you roll forward.
That's awesome.
It feels more fluid.
I'm looking forward to it. I'll definitely. I probably won't play a lot of the multiplayer just because I get a little frustrated in Battlefield because it's so open. Unless you
just die randomly.
Yeah, if you don't invest a lot of time, learn the maps. Learn where like choke points are and where not to sit so you don't get sniped. It could be a little annoying.
Yeah.
But I'll definitely play the campaign because I love the last campaign.
So let me just go through this quickly because there's a lot in the Battlefield, but I'll just jump through them all real quick. Maps. They're now North Africa, Norway, Rotterdam, and French countryside.
It's a really good variety.
Yep. A new thing that they added, base buildings. So you can build new fortifications along certain areas in the map.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. So there'll be like symbols on the map that you can dig trenches.
It's only certain classes.
Yes. I'm not sure if it's certain classes or you just have to.
I think I read it. It's only like engineers. It makes some of those classes more valuable to your team.
Right. You have toolboxes and stuff. You can build trenches, sandbags, bridges, barbed wires, tank stoppers. And then buildings that were destroyed in certain areas, you can rebuild them and make them your
That's really cool.
bunkers.
That's
basically.
really cool.
Yeah, which is different, very unique.
Well, it adds like a just a new mechanic to the game that kind of the thing I've really loved about since I think it was Battlefield 4.
Yeah,
was the really like changing environments of the map as you go through and how different it felt.
Yep.
It almost didn't feel like you were on the same map
constantly
by the
right.
end of it.
Exactly, because things just constantly change in the map.
I think that's like really, really awesome. I can't wait to play. I got to play the beta maybe this weekend.
And if I'm not, so going back to Call of Duty real quick, they got rid of single player, right?
Yeah, there's no single player.
Right. And
this
I
time
am a huge single player.
Yeah.
So if you get rid of single player, I'm definitely not touching that game unless the game is meant to be single player.
I understand why they did it though, because they're releasing these so frequently. The single player campaign can't possibly get the attention that it needs. Like Battlefield gives a I guess it's still
well,
very
Battlefield
frequently.
0 wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and why? Yeah, sure, the stories are not that long.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Put some effort into it.
I'm wrong.
I know that only 0.1% of your gamer base plays it.
Yeah.
But hey, you know, there's a story behind what you're doing. You're not just jumping into a game.
I totally.
At least for me.
No, I don't disagree with you at all. I think the thing that we don't have access to is I'm sure they have a spreadsheet somewhere because everything reports back, right? So through achievements, you know what percentage of your player base played the campaign.
Right.
I've heard stories that it's like single digits for Call of Duty specifically.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I doubt Battlefield's the same just because the campaigns have been so good the last couple of years.
Yeah.
But Call of Duty has like an audience that is like very specifically like get it day one, only ever play multiplayer. So I understand the point of like not adding the dedicating development cycles and like building out a good battle royale mode instead.
Yeah.
Maybe they couldn't have done that if they had done a story mode.
Probably.
And
well, hopefully
yeah.
something is better with the game
right.
that you sacrifice something.
Of course. Yeah. Absolutely. No, I agree with you. We'll see.
I guess we'll see how it goes.
We'll totally see. So
sorry, Ron, real quick before we jump into the next one.
No worries,
For those
Sean.
who are joining us now,
yeah,
what are we doing here?
Oh, so welcome all of our new viewers. We're MAINGEAR Computers. This is On the Bench, where we talk about the latest in tech, what's going on in the PC hardware industry. We do live builds. We play games once a week, but we're also doing a giveaway. Go to maingear.com/gamerdays. We have over $1,000 off of our PCs currently, and we're giving away a $5,000 F131. Go to maingear.com/gamerdays. Right at the top of the page, there's a link to the giveaway, and you have a bunch of different ways to enter.
Yes.
So the next thing I wanted to talk about is PC Gamer put out a list a couple days ago.
Okay.
Top 10 PC games to play now in 2018.
Okay.
It's very weird, but the idea is like PC Gamer, like what games should you play?
Okay. So for those who are wondering why I'm laughing, I'm looking at the list, and I will when we get there.
I understand. we often there's always a joke in the office because like we get all the PC magazines and we get like everything, and whenever we see these lists, it's you look at it and you're like, what?
Yeah.
But we tried to make a list one year, and the things I got in the top 5 were so weird.
It didn't make sense.
Because like there's just some people who only play like a handful. They love PC gaming. They play a lot of PC games, but they only play like a handful of games a year.
Yeah.
So like they'll pick like the most esoteric, like random game is like, oh yeah, this is in my top 5, and you're like, what? No one's ever talked about that ever.
Like Hellblade.
Well, we won't have that conversation on stream, Sean. So we're gonna do top 10.
Yeah.
So what they're saying is these are games in 2018 to play. So I think the general idea, I'm assuming, I don't know if they explain this in the list, but like you got a gaming computer now, games that are relevant. So what's going to look good still, be interesting. Like they're not classic games like Half-Life 2.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Not games of all time.
Yeah.
Like, relatively current. Some of these go back a little bit.
Yeah. That's okay. All right, so go ahead.
So number one,
not number one. going from the bottom. Top.
And actually, before I start doing this, chat, put your top 3 PC games 2018 in the chat. In chat. I'm curious what you guys have. Brent, our director, will tell me what roughly the number 1 consensus was.
This is gonna be wild.
We'll see what our crowdsourced list is.
Yeah.
Number 10 is Metal Gear Solid 5: Phantom Pain.
Yes, which is an awesome game.
Great choice.
Yeah.
A kind of game that only comes around once every couple years.
Right. I mean, Hideo Kojima. You can't.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
The scope of it is ridiculous.
It will come out once in a blue moon because it takes him how long to make a game?
How long? How much money?
Yeah.
Just ridiculousness.
Yeah.
But that's not like a
Oh no, of course. Yeah.
We have Dark Souls Remastered at number 9.
Wait, so this is the original Dark Souls,
not
even Dark Souls 2 or 3.
Right. This is they redid it.
Yep.
And gave it a graphics overhaul.
Yes.
Removed what was Games for Windows Live. It was in I own the original version and it has Games for Windows Live.
Yeah.
Number 8 is Subnautica.
Okay.
Haven't played it. I've heard good things. It's an indie game.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be interesting. There are so many indie games I would put above that on this list.
Yeah.
Number 7 is where I have my first issue. XCOM 2.
Why? Why is that?
I played the first XCOM. I played a little bit of XCOM 2.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear a lot of people say great things about XCOM 2. Did they fix it?
I mean, I was never really into XCOM games. I do have heard of some good stuff about it.
It seemed like
I don't know
had
if it should be
a lot of issues.
On top 100.
To be on
top 10.
To be number 7 of the top 100.
Unless you're thinking of a different XCOM.
No.
Because I know there's
the thing is XCOM 1 was so regarded positively that a lot of people I thought were disappointed.
Oh, never mind. I think XCOM 2 was great. Certain mechanics of their it's like an RTS slash
I think
RPG.
They changed things that bugged people.
Right.
Okay, we'll reserve that. I'll let it slide. Number 6, Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh yes.
Seems weird when you look back at the way Siege was received.
Yes.
When it came out.
So Rainbow Six Siege is a pretty old game. I think it's about
2016, 2015.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's still getting constant updates. It's getting constant maps, constant new characters.
Well, they pivoted the game to a free-to-play model, and then started doing
purchasable
characters basically. But the base game is free.
Right. And I appreciate that they still constantly add new units that do different things in the map.
They've done an amazing job. It's a little expensive.
As a whole, it is because of all the new things they keep adding.
It's ridiculous if you look in. They also, if you're a Siege player, they're doing Twitch Prime stuff for aesthetics right now.
Okay.
If you guys missed that, look into your Twitch.
I wish I did wish that I'll just call it RS Siege. It's a little hard to say Rainbow Six Siege. RS Siege would have become in esports, a proper esports. The mechanic, the dynamics around it being breaching through walls and stuff like
that. My brother plays it a lot, and so I've watched a lot of it. It's actually really entertaining because it's very fast paced.
Yep. It can be very intense because you don't know where things are coming.
Yeah. So I think that would be kind of cool.
Yeah. But anyways.
So it is an esport?
Well, I mean like
a popular
bigger,
esport.
Right, a bigger, more popular esports.
It's not Overwatch, unfortunately.
Well, hopefully it picks up more. But anyways, carrying on.
Next is What Remains of Edith Finch.
Yes.
I didn't play it. It seems I'm surprised there were enough people championing this game to put it onto the list.
It might be
only because I feel like there's probably 10 games last year that came out that were better than that.
it's hard to judge if we, we haven't played it ourselves.
I know.
It might be a really amazing game for all we know, right?
What's next on the list? I'm gonna make you read it.
All right. So number 4 is Into the Breach. Now, this is another game that I haven't played.
It's weird that a lot of these games are games. Not that we play every game that comes out, but we try to stay relatively on top of it.
Right.
It's a little surprise. I'm not gonna hate on it.
Exactly. So, yeah, it's hard. Again, like I said, it's hard to judge if we haven't personally played it. And it's funny because it looks very quirky, but again, it might be more than just what it looks.
And it's weird. I guess it seems like they intentionally avoided. We should probably have read if they had any criteria with this, because it seems like they intentionally avoided like Fortnite's not on here, PUBG's not on here.
Oh yeah, nothing. It's more than just. This is not popularity.
Yeah.
There's more to.
This was their staff that voted on this.
Exactly, but there's really deep reasons behind these options.
Yeah,
as we go down, we know a bit more of the games, and we can explain why it made it into the list. So these games all have reasons to be on this list.
What is next, Sean?
Next is Divinity. Is it Divinity?
Divinity Original Sin. Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That definitely deserves to be.
There you go. Now, so if you can explain real quick, why is it amazing?
Oh, it's very hard to explain.
Well, okay, in as concise as you can.
So it's just like it's one of those games that just has a amazing amount of polish to it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see that as much. Like, you see games that just kind of there's little nitpicky flaws.
Yes.
And the polish that they put into it is just
it's attention to details.
It's complex.
Yes.
The amount of interactivity in it. It's just really impressive what they were able to put together.
Right. Now to
and it's sold really, really well too.
So when we say about polish and attention to detail, it's not necessarily graphics, because 8-bit game can be really
exactly
polished and well thought of.
I'm a fan of this kind of stuff. So you have to appreciate the storytelling is really great. It's just one of those complete package. You're like, wow, these devs did an amazing job with it.
Yeah, and now in this, we're already in the top 3 right now, and this top 3 games literally have all the same reasons you were just saying. It's the attention to details, polish, depth of story, depth of character, the world building, everything. It's amazing. So the second one is Dishonored 2. Which
kind of doesn't get as much respect as it deserves.
Yes, definitely.
I think the thing that stood out most to me was just the puzzles that they did. What was it? Was it the Clockwork Maze or whatever? It was astounding.
So I haven't played Dishonored 2, but I played Dishonored 1, and again, to me, the depth of the story is very crucial. And
they fixed a lot of the mechanical issues with Dishonored 1.
Yeah.
What's up, Daisy? He's hosting us currently.
Daisy.
Welcome all of DZ's fans. Dishonored 2 is definitely the level design in Dishonored 2 is some of the most impressive
things
that I think I've ever seen in a game.
Right. And another...
they still have BioShock on this list, by the way, at 49.
I wouldn't be surprised. BioShock. Yeah. Which one? All of them?
Just BioShock 1 at number 49.
Okay. Is Infinite there somewhere?
I'm gradually scrolling through this just to see if there's anything why is this not number?
Right. So besides Dishonored 2, another game that
it does seem weird at number 2, though.
I wouldn't say so.
The way that this list is... So last year, Portal 2 was number 5. Now it's 30.
It's... I guess...
Maybe they got a bunch of younger gamers on there.
Sorry.
Fortnite was number 27.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I will stop jumping around. I apologize.
Anyways, so another game that's just as good as Dishonored 2 is Prey, the remake Prey.
Is it really?
It's really good.
It really got ignored.
Yes, and especially their expansion. I wouldn't call it DLC because I don't like the term DLC. And then expansion. I think it's Fallen Moon or something like that. I forgot what it's called. Is raved and praised as one of the best expansion for a game.
I definitely want to check it out. Going through this list now and seeing the order, I actually think this list is now terrible.
Well, not when we get to the first.
Well, no, because I didn't realize that they were including a bunch of old games in this. Mm-hmm. If you're talking top PC games of all time, I saw Minor Incident just said he'll die on this hill for Portal 2. Like Portal 2 is awesome. Probably my favorite PC game of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah, this list is like a little weirdly ordered. If you go in like history of gaming, and we're considering everything.
Yeah, no, some of these games shouldn't be up here.
But the list is about to redeem itself. What is number one of all time? Our second time getting to talk about this on the podcast.
Yes, so it'll always be and forever will be till the world ends.
Until Cyberpunk comes out.
Well, yeah, I guess so. Witcher 3, Wild Hunt.
Yeah, I would. It might not be the most important game of all time. Like, Portal 2, Half-Life 2. It's different what they did for gaming.
Yes.
But if you're going to talk about my time with a video game, I'm going to say Witcher 3 is my favorite game of all time. Without any questions.
It's so good because I tried playing Witcher 1 and 2. Witcher 1, you kind of have to play it when it started. Otherwise, it's so out of...
Good stories, bad games.
Yes. Witcher 3 is a story where you relate so deeply into the main character you're playing as, Geralt, and the people you're surrounded with. Each of them have seriously deep characters and story. The world around you has story. The NPCs have story. You can pick up a random piece of paper in the middle of a forest. There's a story. Underground, there's a story. Everything has its purpose.
The writing was incredible. It's just the most polished game ever.
It's crazy.
Andrew on Facebook says he wanted to see it in addition to the Thief series. That would be great.
Yeah.
The originals were awesome.
Yeah.
And he also said The Witcher 2 was much more integrated with the culture of the universe, though. That I do agree
possible.
with.
Yeah.
It got more like lore nerdy, which I thought was pretty cool. And I'm surprised BioShock is still on the list. Wow. BioShock at the time, BioShock's incredible, but I do have the controversial opinion that BioShock is not a great game from a game standpoint and hasn't aged very well.
Most likely. Now, the funny part is I've been reading in several places that said that BioShock 2 is actually really, really good.
It's one of those games that people kind of
ignored it.
Poo-pooed.
Yeah, because it's not made by...
Yeah, but in retrospect, it's actually one of the better games in the series.
Yeah, exactly. I still love Infinite, though.
Maybe we'll do a survey. I got to figure out a way to do this, and we'll survey our community and our employees and come up with MAINGEAR's and MAINGEAR's fans' top PC games of all time.
How do we do that?
I will figure it out. We're running a little late, so I'm going to cut some of these topics off so we don't go for 4 hours.
Yep. Do you just want to skip?
Just quickly, what are you playing now, Sean?
Besides 2 Point Hospital?
Yeah.
2 Point Hospital. I haven't had much time to game. So 2 Point Hospital is awesome because it's not something that you have to dedicate so much time
dip in, dip out kind of fun gameplay.
Yeah, and it's relaxing.
I have been playing, and this isn't PC related, but gaming is gaming, and I've been playing God of War finally on the PS4. I firmly believe the ultimate gaming setup right now is you have a PC. That's where you play your games at the best settings. You have a
console.
You have a Switch to play on the go.
Yep.
And then you have a PS4 to kind of augment the the rest of it.
Yeah.
But God of War is just like,
oh yeah,
it's shocking how
amazing
well made that game is. I'll give feedback when I'm through it. Unfortunately, Spider-Man came out yesterday, which I also have, and now I'm like, maybe I'll go play Spider-Man first.
Yeah, don't. Because every time you do that,
well, there's a ton of games coming out that we're excited for, right? So you've got Shadow of the Tomb Raider coming out on September 14th. That's going to be one of the first games to support the NVIDIA's new RTX ray tracing technology. I think shadows and some global illumination stuff. I'm really excited to check that out. And again, thank you, NVIDIA, for powering this live stream. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which looks interesting.
Yes. I'm wondering if they're going to do it the same way as they did Origin.
They'll probably ruin it. They can't release two decent games in a row. They've released one, and then they release a bad one, and then everyone complains.
No, that's because they try to do stupid things.
Well, they'll probably do it again.
Well, I mean, I don't
trust
I just
them.
really hope Odyssey has the open world thing where without the enemies and you can kind of learn the world.
Fallout 76, which I am excited to see what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'm excited to play it, but I'm excited to see what it is, and then I'll be excited to play it.
Yep, exactly.
Battlefield 5, which of course, I mean, that demo of the RTX, like the ray tracing, the reflections and stuff was just like, that's going to be like the game that you show your friends on your PC, and you're like, look at this is ridiculous.
Right. The difference.
Hitman 2, which I love the last.
I love all Hitman games. Yeah. From the trailer, it seems like it will be interesting if Hitman 2 supports ray tracing.
Yeah, I don't think they've said anything about NVIDIA's support, but we'll see what they kind of announce. I can't wait to play that. Just Cause 4 hopefully will be great. 3 was really bad.
Yeah, 3 was really
2
janky.
Was awesome. 3 was terrible. So maybe they'll flip-flop and this one will be good again.
Yeah, hopefully it's not like a requirement to be online only.
I know.
And it took forever to just even connect.
So frustrating.
Yeah.
And then Forza Horizon 4 comes out on October 2nd. I know Wallace is excited to play it. He prefers the regular Forzas. I think you do too, just because the Horizon's like the semi-arcade.
Yeah.
Not semi-arcade.
It's an arcadey stuff.
Yeah.
But it's a little over-the-top arcadey sometimes.
Yeah. Absolutely. Thank you for all tuning in today.
Quick one thing. Sorry.
We got a hot update.
Yeah. No. Benjamin Turner on Facebook said Max Payne. How do you forget Max Payne?
It gets overlooked nowadays.
Max Payne is amazing.
I know. They ruined that series. They ran it into the ground so hard that I think it like tarnishes the old ones.
No, the third one was actually okay.
No, I understand. It's
but
just
everyone started using their bullet time mechanics and this whole thing.
You're right. Maybe that's what's actually kind of
the story is amazing.
Yeah. So if you're interested in the giveaway, go to maingear.com/gamerdays. We're giving away a amazing F131 worth $5,000. We also have our up to $1,000 on a PC. So if you're looking to get a MAINGEAR PC with NVIDIA's new RTX 2080 Ti and 2080, this sale is the perfect time to get into the pre-order. I would order soon because, if you want to get your pre-order stuff quickly, definitely order from us ASAP.
Right.
We've had a crazy amount of people excited about those cards like we are. So definitely do that soon. We also have our new Edge. MAINGEAR Edge way to purchase, where basically you pay a low monthly cost, and every 2 years you can get a new PC.
Right.
You send the other PC back, and you get a PC of the similar everything upgraded to current stuff.
Yes.
Follow us on all of our channels.
It's right up there in the ticker.
As Brent has written in my notes, it's free.
Yep.
Click the notification on YouTube. We also upload a full high-quality VOD of the stream to our YouTube channel.
Right.
Which is a little bit better quality because we don't have to stream it compressed like all the places make us.
So we're streaming on
Mixer, Facebook, Twitch.
Yep.
I'm like, which one did we stop?
Yeah, and then we'll upload to YouTube. Are we streaming on Thursdays?
Ideally, we're the schedule for On the Bench is in general on Thursdays and Wednesdays for MAINGEAR Plays. Barring the fact that where it's, depending on how busy we are. But if you want to see us play some games, MAINGEAR plays on Wednesdays. You're going to play 2 Point Hospital.
Yes.
We are at MAINGEAR everywhere. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram,
Snapchat.
Twitch. Yeah, Snapchat.
Someone made it clear, yes, last time, Snapchat.
So make sure to follow us there. And thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any feedback or questions, we'll answer a couple questions right now. Someone's asking, BFG Tomo is asking, do we ship to the UK? Yes, we do. Just click add the system to your cart, click international checkout, and it will give you an estimate of duties, taxes, shipping. The contest will be open for 2 weeks, which is how long our Gamer Days sales runs for.
Right.
We'll probably we'll announce the winner on this stream, so you need to tune in if you want to find out if you won or not. I think that's going to be it today, everyone. Thank you again for tuning in. We really appreciate it, and we'll see you next week. Have a great weekend.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye.